The ongoing extreme heat wave in large parts of India has resulted in a spate of building and forest fires. In the capital, New Delhi, more than 300 cases have been reported this year, many of them deadly. The crisis is leading to urgent calls for stricter enforcement of fire regulations, as Ishan Garg reports.
A fire at this pediatric hospital last month claimed the lives of 6 newborn babies. An oxygen cylinder exploded, reducing parts of the building to rubble, with 12 children and close to a dozen staff still inside. Officials later uncovered building code violations, lack of trained staff, and no firefighting tools. As the fire engulfed the building, neighbors feared for their own safety.
बेबी केयर के और मेरे बुटीक के बीच में सिर्फ एक ही दीवार थी, ये वॉल एक ही वॉल है। तो हम जब तक यहाँ पहुँचते जब तक बैक टू बैक 4 ब्लास्ट हो गए थे।
Shockwaves from the blast damaged Archana's shop. Repairs set her back by more than $12,000, half a year's earnings. She had been reluctant to put in fire safety measures, but the impact of the blaze has changed her mind.
अब सोचा तो है कि भाई पूरा ध्यान रखना चाहिए। अभी तक तो देखो भगवान की मेहरबानी है कि ऐसा सच कोई नुकसान नहीं हुआ, क्योंकि कपड़े को तो एक कपड़े में आग लगती तो सारा बुटीक खत्म ही था।
Archana now plans to install fire hydrants and train herself and her staff in safety precautions. Analysts say many of these blazes are due to a lack of awareness and poor planning, as well as rampant disregard of fire codes. This is despite India having some of the strictest safety regulations in the world, requiring appropriate fire exits, the presence of extinguishers, and even a limit on the height of buildings to ensure firefighters can reach rooftops.
The implementation of these policies and plans is where the problem lies. A lot of areas in Delhi, for example, are unplanned, right? That definitely is a cause of concern, because unplanned areas don't have necessary space for access, ventilation, providing post-hazard or post-disaster relief is difficult over there.
This is a common sight in many parts of India. Overhead power cables are an easy way to provide new electricity connections in a rapidly developing country. But they can quickly become fuses for fires. Out in the open, they are more prone to damage, and when they come into contact, exposed entangled wires can spark and start a fire. And as the temperatures soar, so do the risks.
The moment ambient air temperature keeps increasing, there are chances that air conditioning and electricity wires can fail. And the same happens with transformer, because if you have too many air conditioning units running on transformers, and the transformers are not equipped to take so much of load, they'll definitely burn out.
The heat wave this year, with temperatures regularly rising past 45 degrees, has sent Delhi's power consumption through the roof. The city has used more megawatts this month than in any other on record. At the same time, the number of fires breaking out in Delhi has also gone up. Fire stations like these in Delhi have responded to more than 330 calls from January to June, as opposed to roughly 550 calls all of last year. Officials across the country have also arrested several people for flouting fire safety laws. Many residents worry a much worse blaze is imminent.
इनकी आंखें जब खुलती है, जब कोई केस हो जाता है, उससे पहले नहीं खुलती आंखें। पहले तो लगे रहते हैं बंदे भी, सरकारी बंदे हैं जैसे भी सारे, जब सब कुछ हो जाएगा, जब सारे इकट्ठे हो जाएंगे उधर, ये की हो गया भाई, फिर फैल रहे, फिर 2-4 दिन बाद फिर भूल जाने हुए।
आग लगने से आस पड़ोस में सबको ही खतरा होता है, दुकानों को और जो हैं, वो तो शुक्र करो कि दिन में हुआ था, रात में होता तो शायद बहुत ज़्यादा नुकसान होता।
As people try to cool off in the heat wave, analysts say heavy power demand in the summer and a lack of firefighting tools are problems that have never been properly dealt with. They say authorities will have to invest hundreds of millions of dollars to upgrade infrastructure. And as Archana has realized, residents too will have to educate themselves about the risks. Ishan Garg, CNA, New Delhi.